Moments with God, a time of reflection for every day.
April 15th. Does God exist? The fool hath said in his heart, There is no God. They are corrupt, they have done abominable works, there is none that doth good. Psalm 14:1.
When I was a little boy and went to school, there was a teacher who refused to teach religion. "Have you had a beer with God?" he'd ask, and I'd say no. "Did you see him this morning before coming to school? What does he look like?" He was always ridiculing my faith. In 2007, a major earthquake struck near where we lived, in eastern Peru. The adobe houses were split in two. The shaking was so strong that all the residents had to spend the night in the town square. There, as we ventured out to find safety and defend ourselves, we saw the atheist professor on his knees, pleading with God for mercy. Oh, it's easy to be an atheist when everything is going well, when there's plenty on the table, when the pantry is full, when money is tight, when we have our health. But what about when, as human beings, we have nowhere to turn? When everything runs out, and the more we search for solutions, the deeper we sink. Would our minds still be foolish enough not to seek refuge in God's goodness?
God is not a church, not a religion, not a theory. God is a real being, whom we can only seek through faith. Those who approach God must first believe that He exists and that He can solve their problems. It is foolish to deny God's existence and to believe that everything that exists is a product of chance. We do not exist by chance, but because we were in God's mind.
Why wait until life is ruined to seek God? Why not give Him our youth, our years, our talents, our strength, and everything we have? Why do we want to live our lives ignoring God's call, His invitation to salvation, His joy and abundant life, and only seek Him when our time is almost up? The Bible defines as fools those who think they can do whatever they want, that there is no God watching them, that they disregard the morality of holy law, and that they choose their own reason as their sole judge. They are fools who, through their actions, deny the existence of God.
The most powerful intellects on earth cannot comprehend God. If He reveals Himself to humankind in any way, He does so by remaining veiled in mystery. His ways are beyond all investigation. Humankind must always be searching, always learning, and yet there is an infinity beyond.
It is in His goodness, His mercy, His love, that we can find refuge, rather than try to prove His eternal existence. Since His infinity is beyond our grasp, it is better to have a place to shelter us than to continue denying Him and clinging to our folly, which brings us no happiness. It is better to have faith in God. Amen.
Thank you for listening to this audio. We invite you to share with your contacts and visit the website BibleWell.com.